They come the first bell, then this Thursday morning, the opening bell that is. And we've started off with a print of around 18,340, pretty much par for the course and along expected lines. The breadth of the market, even though it's early days, but we've started off quite okay there. L&T, let's bring up that stock up for you because given the market positioning around the entire manufacturing and the capex theme, and more importantly, how L&T as a stock has performed, you are seeing a sharpish reaction come in on L&T. Although the numbers are not all that bad, yes, it is a miss, but maybe market was also anticipating a little bit of heightened expectations. 3% lower for L&T. This is definitely also going to have a bearing on how the index moves out. Because remember, this is a heavyweight regardless. DRL2, the US sales have been slower than estimates. The profit and revenue also has fallen somewhat short of expectations, 3.6% lower for DRL2 as we speak. So these two clearly go down as the rank disappointments and misses when it comes to the earnings. Now let's talk about what's actually held out. Novelis came out with an inline set of numbers. That's definitely going to have a bit of a rub off on Hindalco. Novelis's Q4 net debt also has declined. But again, Hindalco also is not seeing any positive reaction. In fact, the stock is sharply lower by 2.6% as we speak. Gujarat Gas, the Q4 numbers are above estimates, so look out for that stock. Godrej Consumer has been a beat. The Q4 numbers are in line. Margins have actually seen an expansion of about 400 basis points. GCPL holds out by about 1.6%. SRF, Bosch, Precall, Novartis, these are all earnings reactions that we will see. And Edgy Infra also. This has actually been a bit of a dhamaka earning, if you will. The EBITDA has jumped up 54.5% and the margins also have expanded more than 100 basis points. Edgy Infra gaps up by about 4.5% as we speak. And then result disappointments from a PNG as well as Sagar Cement. What about the buzzers from yesterday? Madison of late has been in good stead. IndusInd Bank has been holding out well. So let's check in on those names as well before we move forward. IndusInd Bank still flat and flat for the index to Anisha.
Oh, well, yes, other than that, let's just track what Adani Enterprises is doing. That fundraise is expected to have a bit of a positive, move on the stock. Is that working out? Yes, a 2% gain there. And for Zomato as well, when we understand from sources that the discounting is going to be capped, is another candidate which is holding up in the green. Sanofi saw a bit of a reaction yesterday as well on account of earnings as well as that demerger news continues to trend higher. Almost a 2% gain coming in there. But apart from that, it continues to be more of the same. There are not big movers today to start off the trading session apart from Ratnamani Metals, which has seen a great reaction to its earnings. And IT has actually managed to hold up in the green. IT, in fact, is the best performing sector for now. LTTS, LTI Mindtree, these are your big gainers. And Dr. Reddy seems to be dragging the entire pharma index lower, so a cut of almost 0.8% there. Well, let's get the first trades going with our technical experts. Kunal, what are you spotting as far as the index trade and stock-specific recommendations concerned?
Again, a decent opening for the indices. We are back at the 18,300 mark. What matters in the next 1 hour is that whether we hold on to that level or not, because that would lead to a good amount of short covering in terms of the 18,000 call option strikes. Now, the stock which I would look to trade in the open would be on AB Capital. Very attractive chart. The stock corrected yesterday to 167 approximately. So I think it looks attractive from a risk-reward play as well, AB Capital.
Okay, critical to monitor the index as well as, we are holding out quite comfortably above the 18,320 mark. So, Naresh, a quick word on the index and your first trade?
So, it's interesting to note that the index is flat, but the mid-cap and the small-cap indices have opened up a good 0.5% almost. So, the broader market strength and the advanced decline ratio looks good. So, positive for the day. Looking at IndusInd Bank, that means a stock which looks like a leadership stock along with Axis Bank. So, like IndusInd Bank for the short term.
Okay.